Hey guys, it's Rachel. What's up? Welcome back. And right off the bat, I know, I'm sorry, it's been a minute, but allow me to explain. This past week was like dead week at college. At our school, dead week doesn't really mean anything. Honestly, it just means like the students are dead because like there is no halting of classes. You've got homework assignments due and everything. And then during dead week, I got really sick. I still don't really know what it was, but I basically had a really high fever and I got so sick that I had to go home the weekend before finals. And all my finals were on Monday and Tuesday, and I had the fever, I had really bad chills, and so I was just like lying in bed trying to study for finals while I was feeling awful. And overall, I think it's like a good experience, or I'm trying to see it in a positive light, but that's why I've been gone. I'm so sorry about that. I was studying for finals and then I got super sick. So once again, I'm so sorry. I had this video and another video all pre-recorded and everything, but then I just couldn't make the time to put it all together and make the thumbnail, write the video description, write the blog post, do all the final edits and everything. So I'm so sorry. I really hope you guys don't think I'm neglecting you or like worse than that, like just being lazy. That is definitely not the case. I've missed you guys so much and I feel really bad about not posting a video. But the good news is that it is winter break now, so I am home, I'm ready to film, and I'm ready to work. So look out for lots more videos coming soon. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to that little update. Today we are making 5 holiday slimes because you guys have been requesting more slime videos. So I thought it'd be fun to make it for the holidays. As with all slime recipes, these are super simple. So I hope you guys enjoy. And before we get started, make sure you tap that subscribe button and turn on those notifications as well. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. First up, we're going to make a few polymer clay details. These are optional. You could of course just go ahead and make the slimes, but I just like adding on the kawaii faces. Speaking of which, here you can see I've just drawn out a circle outline of about how big I think the slime splatter is gonna be, and this way I just know how big to make the face. So I'm taking some black polymer clay and cutting that in half, rolling that into balls, and then pressing it out for the eyes. For the mouth, I'll just take some more black polymer clay, roll it out into a thin snake, and then bend it for a smile. For a nice added touch, I also like to add in the little white dots in the eyes, makes it look kind of like an anime character, like the eyes are sparkling, and then I also made some pink cheeks. For the snowman, we're starting off with the same little sparkly anime eyes, and then I'm also making a carrot nose. Don't worry about the mouth for now, we'll do that later. For the hot cocoa, really simple, just make some little mini marshmallows out of some white polymer clay, and I like to make them imperfect cylinders because if you look at a bag of mini marshmallows, they're kind of lumpy and not really perfect, and this is gonna kind of mimic that. Once you've got that all finished, place these on a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper and go ahead and bake that off at 275 for about 15 minutes. That's the instruction for most polymer clay charms. If your package says something different though, just go with that. But now I'm just gonna add on some details onto the marshmallows. I like to paint on little kawaii faces because you guys know that's basically just what I love to do. I think it makes them look real friendly and smiley and happy, so I just went ahead and did that. And then if you want to go the extra mile, you could go ahead and glaze these. I'm just using some Sculpey gloss glaze here and brushing that all over the surface, and this way they are nice and shiny. And now onto the slimes. We're gonna start off with the Snowman Slime, which is kind of like the base recipe because it's really simple. Start off with a half cup of white glue, then add in a half teaspoon of baking soda, give that all a stir around, and then add in a tablespoon of contact lens solution. At first, it's not really gonna come together. I'm sure you guys have seen 1,000 slime videos at this point, so you probably know that, but just keep mixing and it'll eventually come into a nice little ball of putty. And it wouldn't be a slime video without a little bit of ASMR in there, so here you go. Next up, we're going to make the gingerbread slime. This stuff smells incredible. You're gonna start it off with the same half cup of glue and half teaspoon of baking soda, then add in a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and an 1/8 teaspoon of ginger. This makes it smell amazing. It's really festive. It makes you want to eat it. I would stay away from eating it because it's mostly glue. That probably goes without saying, but you know, doesn't hurt to mention. To make the color a little bit nicer, we're also gonna add in some brown acrylic paint and give that all a stir. Once you've got that combined, add in a tablespoon of contact lens solution and just mix until you have your slime consistency. And next up, let's make the Christmas tree slime. This one's really simple. Start it off with your glue and baking soda, and then add in a little bit of green paint. I wanted a green that wasn't quite forest green, but also not straight up chartreuse, so I added in both and mixed that all through. Then I added in a tablespoon of contact lens solution and stirred it all through. And that's it. Moving on, let's make the hot cocoa slime. Start it off with your glue and baking soda, and then add in a teaspoon of cocoa powder and give it all a mix. I didn't realize how aromatic cocoa powder is until I made this, and the smell really does come through. Then I've also added in some brown acrylic paint, mixed it all through, added in the contact lens solution, mixed it all through again, and now our slime is finished. And last but not least, let's make the peppermint slime. This one has 2 parts, but start it off with your white glue and baking soda. Then add in about 1/8 of a teaspoon of peppermint extract. You really don't need a whole lot here. Peppermint extract smells amazing, and it also smells very, very strong. So you really don't need to add in a whole lot. But just go ahead and stir that all through. Add in your contact lens solution and mix until you have that perfect slime consistency. And now onto the second part. I wanted to make the red part a clear slime, just for a little more variety. So I'm just emptying out a bottle of clear glue here, and that's about 1/2 cup. Then we'll add in a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, along with a lot of red glitter. Add as much as you'd like to. And stir that all through. And this looks absolutely gorgeous. It's all glittery and sparkly, super pretty. Then just add in your contact lens solution and mix to combine. Then it's time to put this all together. So I'm just gonna press out my slime into my little slime splatters. And here I'm using about 1/4 of each batch of slime. Then I'll just pop on our polymer clay decorations. Starting off with the Christmas tree, I'll just sprinkle over some colorful little foam balls. And this will look kind of like ornaments. And this is kind of extra, but I also piped on some shaving cream to look like garland. And then I used a little bit of the hot cocoa slime just to add on a tree trunk. Moving on to the peppermint candy, I just popped on the face. And then for the gingerbread man, I added on the face, piped over some shaving cream for a little bit of frosting. And then I used 2 green foam balls for the buttons and a few more for sprinkles. For the snowman, I just added on the eyes and nose. And for the smile, you could use some black beads. I just ended up cutting up some black foam that I had and sticking that on, and that worked out really well. And then last but not least, for the hot cocoa, just add on your mini marshmallows. And then I almost forgot, add on the face for the Christmas tree too. But that's it for our holiday slime, guys. As you guys know, slime is really easy to make, and since you guys have been requesting more slime videos, I thought it would be fun to make some for the holidays, and of course make them kawaii too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can click right on the screen to watch my last video. Follow me on social media at kawaiisweetworld. Subscribe by clicking my face. And I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all back here very soon. Bye guys!